Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. In today's video, I want to actually talk about a question that I actually just got in one of my comments, which is how I dealt with and am dealing with short-term memory loss and IIH. So, let's roll the intro. Hello everyone, and welcome to my world. Hello, my name is Ashley Stewart, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So, 2018 was actually a pretty hard year for me. It was also a pretty good year too. I finished my bachelor's degree in biochemistry, but that's not important for this channel. What is important though is I was diagnosed with a rare condition called idiopathic intracranial hypertension, or IIH. Some of you may also know it by its older name called pseudotumor cerebri. Yeah, quite a mouthful. If you're curious to learn more about what it's like to live with this rare condition, then I encourage you to watch on. Don't forget to subscribe, and I publish new content every Monday and Thursday afternoon. So this is actually a really good question, and thank you for the comment. And actually, thank you for the engagement in the comments lately. I've been really appreciating this. It's been probably the most fun part of YouTube. The likes are cool, the watching of the videos is cool, but the comments are definitely probably the best part. So please definitely keep them coming. This comes up because you've noticed that I have a bachelor's degree. How did I do this? Being that you need to have a good short-term memory in order to be able to do testing. Okay, so there's a few different ways that I got through this actually. For the short-term issues, for science and this has not been an issue. If this issue is an issue, it's because of the fact that it's not science related. So when I have this issue come up, it's because it's something that my brain has figured is not important. So sometimes where things are located, I know when we were moving, it was, where did I put this? Where did I put that? What bag did I put this item into? And I made it a point to put all my important items together. And I remembered that from when I moved home from my apartment. Put all your important items in one bag so that you remember where they are. As for how I got through my degree, my science stuff, it's like I can't really describe it because it's something that I'm so passionate about, which is why I try to do science videos with my IIH content, because I really do enjoy doing the science content too. And it was a really hard thing for me to stop doing. But like I said, there was a few different reasons why I had to stop doing the content. For me though, for the science content and for the short-term memory stuff, it's so difficult. And it has become more difficult actually since adding in the topiramate especially. I've been noticing more of an issue, I guess, with the topiramate. It's been more of a concern, but my neurologist has tried to minimize the effects of that, thankfully. And so it's been a little bit less of an effect, but it's definitely still been an effect. They do seem to know that it is an effect. But I do get asked that question a lot, that how did you get through school? My answer is I studied and studied and studied and studied and tried to not cram and tried to introduce each topic so that it would get into my head enough so that it wasn't just a short-term memory thing. I have lost the metabolism pathways, some of the other things that I've only studied a little bit because they aren't in my short-term memory, or because they are in my short-term memory. But I'm not going to get into these topics because this is isn't a video about that kind of thing. But when you're passionate about a topic, no matter what that is, you're gonna be able to get over that hurdle of being able to remember it no matter what kind of condition you might think that you're going through right now with your head. So, if there's something that you're falling in love with and you think you can manage to go through the physical part of doing a degree in that area, like if there's something that you're really falling in love with out there, I know that there's a lot of people who may be falling in love with medicine or science out there who may have IIH or something similar that you're going through and not sure whether you can do the memory aspect. If you're truly passionate about it, I can guarantee you that you'll be able to handle it. If you're truly passionate about it, it'll stick. It's not going to be something that you're going to be able to describe. And to be honest with you, and I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to find that you'll probably do better because you're going to be harder on yourself because of it. And that's when it ended up happening with me. I wanted my degree so badly, and I wanted whatever. I didn't know that it was IIH at the time, remember that. I thought I was stressed out. I thought that it was all in my head. I had no idea that there was a medical condition or that there was a medical reason why I was feeling the way I was. I was pretty sure that there was, but I wasn't 100% positive. I was really, really hard on myself. I used this to my advantage, but I also did get lucky in the end because actually a year ago at this exact time, I was actually going through my final exams. And my final exam schedule, I could not have planned that thing any better. It worked perfectly to my body, and I studied the best way I knew how. So I worked in the best way to my advantage, and I rested when I needed to rest, and I studied when I needed to study, and I did it a little bit at a time. Was there classes that I could have done so much more in? Of course. Was there things I could have done better during the semester? Absolutely. But the thing is that the short term memory didn't really matter to me in the end because I wasn't sick in my first semester and this thing hit me really hard. I was in danger of failing two of my classes because I ended up being really, really sick during two of my midterms. But you got to remember that in university or college, if you're in the States, university and college are interchangeable in Canada. They mean the same thing. In university, at least in Saskatchewan, our midterms, you're looking at about 20 to 45-ish% of your mark. Sometimes classes will be 50%, but usually if you fail a midterm, you're not in you can get away with passing the class usually without an issue. So don't ever let one midterm deter you from ever giving up on a class. If you ever let that mentality get you in a class, now I'm going to give you a little bit of university advice here, you're gonna never get through the rough classes. So for me, that was calculus, that was physics. For biochemistry, you're looking at a metabolism course where you have to memorize all the reactions. There are some good programs though that can help you do that now, but for biochemistry, it's memorizing all the reactions and all that is gonna be pretty tough. It's pure memorization. You either know it or you don't. Chemistry can be pretty tough too. So because you gotta, it's not only memorizing the concepts, but then they make you apply that to completely different situations that you've never seen before in either classes or the assignments. So they really, really make sure that you know what you're doing. Just a little bit of advice there for university. Don't ever let one midterm get you down. I failed many, many, many midterms. So as usual, if you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to drop into the comments down below if there's something that you want to add. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.